us.
Hello everyone. We have been making a lot of videos during the years since we first started, and it has been a very interesting process or journey to be building this place up and learning a lot and making these videos. One of the essential things that has made this journey possible the way it is today is the support from all our patrons. So we really do like to give proper thanks to every one of you who donates and makes these videos possible.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And not only these videos, a lot surrounding everything we do here. You have no idea how valuable you are.
Truly.
So a challenge have revealed itself for us and offered an opportunity for us to grow. The company known as Apple have their infamous Apple tax that they apply to all iPhone users or everyone who has an app in the iPhone store, App Store, Apple Store, whatever the name is. And so the company Patreon has gotten into a little bit of trouble when it comes to Apple demanding this Apple tax from the users of the Patreon app on all iPhones. All this doesn't matter really, but what has happened is that the company Patreon is going to remove the whole donate per creation model that we have been using. So every one of our patrons have been donating on the basis of the creations that we are making. So the videos we publish is determining the donation. So Patreon will remove this donate per creation model. And so everyone that has had this model is going to go over to the essentially subscription model.
So donate per month kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that Patreon will offer for creators
As a
going
service.
forward.
Yeah. So if we want to keep
Patreon.
using the Patreon service, then we need to adapt.
So for those of you who already are patrons, it won't mean anything special.
Really, no.
No.
It will be the same for you.
In the end, it
Yeah.
will be the same. There will be some transition
Bumps, I
bumps.
guess. For us mainly.
You don't have to do anything because you will just get an email that it's done and some information. And then afterwards you can go in and change your settings if you want to change anything.
So the only change really is that if we get lazy and start not producing anything, you will still keep on donating to us unless you cancel. But
We will continue
yeah.
as we have done, like 2 videos a month.
That will not happen. This could also have a positive spin because, or one of the challenges that we have had with this donate per creation model is if we create for like a tutorial or something that is not like our regular videos, we always ask ourselves, is this something that we can receive a donation for? Is this creation something that we should receive a donation for or not? And so with this new model, we can create
Freely.
all the regular videos and everything else we come up with without having to worry about, will you as our Patreon think that why did I donate for this particular video? That's just, I guess, an insecurity of mine, but that's how I think. So after we have made this transition, there is no such limitation. We can make our regular videos and we can make whatever we find fun to make or find relevant to make in between.
So the existing Patreon, you don't have to do anything. It will change and you can change afterwards.
If there is something that
needs to be changing.
Yeah, seems off or yeah. We have made a post on our Patreon page explaining this in detail. So
a bit better.
Yeah. So there is a link to that post in the description. And we have also linked to Patreon's video about this. If you're interested. Yeah, if you're interested about the details, behind the scenes details. Yeah. And about the Apple tax and stuff like that. As I said, the link will be in the description and you can go there and read if you're curious. Don't worry, you don't need to become a Patreon just because you go in there. But we would appreciate if you would become our Patreon, of course.
So our recommendation, if you want to be a new Patreon and have an iPhone, so maybe you can become a member through the computer so you don't have to pay the Apple tax.
Yeah, this is very weird.
Yeah.
So if you have an iPhone and you have Patreon app on the iPhone, you should not become Patreon to anyone, not us, not anyone, through the app. You should go through the Safari browser or Google Chrome browser or just through the browser on the phone or on the computer to become Patreon to whoever. Hopefully to us. But yeah, so you should not use the Apple Patreon app
to become a member
on anyone's Patreon site.
But then you can use the app. If you you could become a member through the browser, then you can use the app without
just
paying the fee.
Log into the. That is how we understand it. It works. We don't have any iPhones, so.
We think it is like that. That if you use the browser, you don't have to pay the tax. So,
that's our understanding.
Yeah, you can do your own research and see.
I guess the best solution is throw away the phone altogether and never use it.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch our videos, do it through the computer.
Feels like
I want to do that.
Yeah, more and more. Like, don't want to use it. Yeah, I guess that's that about.
Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah.
If it will be any, I don't think it will be. But
mostly for us, I think. So.
Yeah, it's interesting because we put up our Patreon in a very specific way that is not the usual way. So we don't have any tiers. I don't even know how to explain that. Different. If you pay this much, you get a hat and whatever. Or if you pay that much, you get only that, or blah blah blah.
A sticker. Yeah.
Yeah, we have just. This is a way you can support us if you want to. We are very grateful for the support. This is the videos that we are making.
And now when they change in the model, they are basing it upon the tiers that you had.
Yeah, and we don't have any.
And we didn't have any, so we don't know how they will translate it. So we haven't heard back from them yet.
Yeah, we're waiting on support calls, I guess. However, we are very happy to have you with us through this transition and on the continuing journey, making these videos and building this place up.
So thank you again for your continuous support. It means the world to us.
And if you're watching this and want to become our Patreon, there is a link also in the description. I guess the same link I talked about earlier.
What's the plan?
try to lift up those bags with the tractor on top of a platform here and get it inside. Ha!
Okej.
Så snett kan vi inte ha byggt det.
Jo.
Det här är ju långt. Det kanske inte passar.
Det kanske är fel.
Det är bättre om vi sätter det till så här. Ja.
Vi får ta och slå efter. Du drog iväg med hela ställningen.
Ja. Så egentligen borde kanske lösningen vara att skapa hål där. Du sa det var hål.
Titta. Ska du nysa? Jag tror vi kör in en till. Det blir jobbigt, men det blir också jobbigt om det är så här.
This year's harvest is always the same every year, trying to refine the de-skinning process or skinning process, so you can get the wool off or the skin off, so that the carcass is as clean as possible. And also so it doesn't take the whole day. Also to not destroy the skin. Try not to cut the skin. Can I say something potentially provocative?
Yeah, you usually do.
So this is a skill that I would like that most men and women have, to harvest and butcher. So I'm asking, is it possible to be a man without having this experience? Can you truly be a man, a grown-up, if you're not capable of this? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Ja. Ska man svara på det?
In English?
Ja, men
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what to answer to that.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
I guess a big part of the population will
Not be men then.
men if you imply.
That's what I'm implying. It's a world full of children.
Jag har drack nästan överallt.
And I guess, as my friend Jörgen said this last weekend we met, something similar to like life is a constant journey on becoming a grown-up or something like that. And I guess I would agree with him.
So some skills are required to be a grown-up then, or
I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess that's that's one way of looking at it. But I guess I would say experiences, like having a child. Is that required to be a grown-up?
hard to say. Some people can't have children.
So there is other ways. But I guess
Like rights or initiations.
initiation
Rights. And I guess if you can't have children, then you will have other
ways
things.
of arriving at the same.
Vad nöjd jag var.
I guess this is topics that are a bit sensitive. Maybe.
Malva.
Ja, vi ska.
That I don't care.
Gå
The
med
slightest
Malva.
about.
Jag hönsen mat.
Those are the best kind of topics. Something happens when you become a father or a mother. Something that is hard to put words on. And something also happens when you're capable of feeding your family or not. There is something there.
So you're a man.
I guess.
If those are the traits, you're butchering our food and you have a child. Check.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, I need to check on the food. End of discussion then?
I don't know. This.
To be continued.
Yeah. Where is that joint?
Är du fast? Halsband? Necklace? Let's take a walk with Malva. Trying to film this quiet -5 degrees morning, but Ivar and Mathias is playing inside and screaming, so very peaceful.
När jag kommer hinken mot vattenhinken så får den höna ut.
Yes.
Ja. Ur hönsvagnen.
Jaha. Har du matat dem? Var de hungriga?
Ja.
We got the chickens back.
destroying the forest landscape.
Yeah, we need to move them again. I'm not sure if we're gonna move them into the chicken coop or if we need to build one more paddock. It's a little bit too early to put them in the chicken coop yet. But because once we put them there we cannot have them free range anymore. They will scratch up everything.
Yes.
I guess we need to build one more paddock and then move them to the coop.
I guess soon there will be snow. So then they are not interested in roaming outside anymore. They will keep in the coop. The chicken wagon experiment has worked very well. There are some small adjustments that I think I need to do, but otherwise very well. It became a little bit too large as well, or too heavy. But with a four-wheeler, which we were fortunate to have access to now, it was very nice to move it. ATV, I think the English term is for that.
Vad är det?
Jag stötte mig här.
Malva åt upp äpplena ska jag tro.
Vilka äpplen?
Ja, vilka äpplen?
Well,
Time to move in the furniture. Ish.
so we got this skumglas, hasopor,
Foam glass.
foam glass inside. Looks like this, and it does water cannot, or moist or damp cannot travel in it.
And it's so warm and toasty in here now.
Yeah, but it feels very nice to have it's a different feeling now when there's
Kind
sort
of
of
a
a
floor.
floor. Yeah. And you can walk on this, and we need to get it packed a little bit, and then on top of this the wooden floor. I got the windows in, both the back windows.
Yeah, so now we need to have the wood around the windows on the outside so we
Yeah.
can put moss in there.
Yeah. Completely seal the outside
Yeah.
out.
We still have the oval shaped window
Yeah.
to do. But it's really nice. Now it feels like we can be in here and do some work even if
Yeah.
it's snow outside.
Yeah, and we cheated, or how to say, I made a wall there and the door.
So hopefully we can make the farstu ready this
Yeah.
winter
Yeah.
and put it there next spring.
I had hoped to get the entrance in place this summer, but no way. Yeah. It's so hard to visualize how much work
And time.
and time things take when you do it by yourself, and especially when you don't know what you're doing. So what I've learned through the years building here is to not set goals because then you end up in disappointment.
And I'm the one, I want to set goals because maybe strive to achieve them.
I don't know. It's good to have goals, of course, but when you set a time limit, you just get stressed or disappointed because you didn't succeed. I have a lot of goals, but I guess no time limits. It's hard. I guess I have hopes and wishes for getting things done in a certain time limit, but I feel it's just better to go out, get some work done, and enjoy the work and enjoy the day.
And be happy that you made it.
And eventually things will get done. Yeah. I guess one of the most common comments is, why don't you get things done? Or I don't know if it's the most common, but it's the comments
one.
It's the comments that gets to me. Why don't you get things done? Why is the house not ready yet? When is it time to move in? Why do you spend time feeding your family instead of building a house? Yeah, that's a easy question to answer. You don't do anything with a home if you don't have anything to eat.
But we're getting there.
Yeah, it feels like now things start to like one thing after another starts to get done or be closer to the finished state, if there is such a thing.
And also another point of view that everything is done when it's supposed to be done, or I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Trust in the process. That's a good one.
So I guess we needed all this time to decide what we wanted and how we wanted it,
and also have the financial means.
Yeah.
And so on and so on.
Yeah, I guess we could have done it cheaper, like fetching wood chips from the sawmill instead of having this kind of floor, but we also want to
not have cold feet.
Yeah, cold feet and
the real kind of cold feet.
Yeah. I guess we want some quality that we know will last for a while.
For generations. Yeah, we're building the Kins domain here. This year's harvesting of sheep ready. These are the rams, 5 of them, and they were a little bit on the small side, and now they are hanging here, aging a little bit before we butcher them and put them in the freezer. Not ready for butchering just yet. It has been a little bit cold, but they have managed to not freeze. So that's good. It's a challenge for us. We need to do the harvesting when the flies have gone to sleep for winter. And also they need to be maturing, hanging like this for a week or so. But it's not good if they freeze. So if it's freezing temperature, not good. And the fly goes to winter sleep and freezing temperature goes hand in hand. So it's a little bit of a challenge. So I want to build a space like this that is insulated and that I can heat up with a wood stove in case I need to save them from freezing. And that place could also be the heated up woodworking workshop. But I guess also when we move into the bigger cabin, the room where we live in now could be used as storage for meat for a week or so. So yeah, gotta move on with the house.
I'm so tired. We have been up in the village trying to put up the winter pasture for the sheep. And
it became dark.
Yeah, and we had forgotten our headlamps. It's like, so we were stumbling around, and I was falling around on the treads everywhere, and yeah, so even though we had planned to make it ready and move the sheep there, we didn't manage to do it.
We made you made a temporary small paddock for them. I will finish it up tomorrow. And
it's always like that. We think we are prepared, and then we need extra poles and
extra
more.
this or extra that.
Yeah, it has been rainy snow rain today, so everything you touch, your gloves get wet and it's cold.
Yeah, this is the messy couple of weeks before everything freezes. It's always a challenge. You need to have several pairs of everything.
Yeah.
Gloves and shoes. And
especially for Ivar.
Yeah.
Because he's really digging in.
Yeah, he doesn't care if he gets wet.
So I think I have like 4 pair of gloves for him or something, and everything hang here. Yeah.
I think during the butchering we started a conversation that we didn't finish about what it means to be a man.
Yeah.
I guess this is a spiritual journey that we are on, figuring out how to truly be a grown-up as a woman and as a man. I guess we will leave it at that for now and continue our exploration. Yeah, it's always a steady growth.
Yeah, one can hope.
I guess stumbles as well. Yeah, well, I guess that's it for this episode.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.